Girlfriend Chat with E-Talk's Tandy Kim, comedian Deb D. Giovanni, and MTV's News Aliya Jasmine. I got that right, Aliya. Aliya Jasmine, welcome them, please. Come on in. Beautiful. Hi, baby. Hi, Aliya Jasmine. How are you? Hi, how are you? Good to see you. I said, we have entertainment, news, and comedy.
Please,
please sit down.
You can tell by the wardrobe. He's the comedian. I'm the one with sensible shoes.
You
smart girl.
She comes up to me backstage and she goes, like this, hi. I go, what's wrong? She goes, I'm really freaking out. I said, why?
There's stuff going on in the green room that's terrifying me.
What's terrifying you?
First of all, there's a very cute sleep doctor coming out. Please. Yeah, he tells me that he can help me with my sleep.
Well, is he?
Oh, well, hello.
We'll discuss that after the show.
He's not on that list.
No, he's not on that list. He's not on that list of the men you should never marry. Never. Well, we'll talk about that in just a second. So, listen, I have to ask you how your weekends were. Did you have a good long weekend?
It was beautiful.
What did you do?
I did some Pilates. I slept a lot, which is important, apparently, right?
You did everything you're supposed to do.
Hung out with the dog. It was wonderful.
Good.
It was relaxing.
Aliya Jasmine, what'd you do?
I had my documentary about Haiti air this weekend, so I had a bunch of girls over to my new condo, and I tried to play hostess, but I realized I can't cook, so I went to Sovi's and bought a whole bunch of pre-made wraps, and then just took them out of the containers and put them all nicely on.
So you have this beautiful place and no food. I know you have to entertain when you have people over.
It was, you know what, it ended up being really good.
I think the 6 bottles of wine helped.
The 6 bottles of wine helped. And none of the girls ended up eating anything anyway, so I have wraps for the rest of the week.
And what did you do?
Was it a vacation weekend this weekend? Was it a holiday?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. My life is a holiday, so I'm not really aware. I'm like, you all have the day off. I'm like, oh, they get to sleep in. Oh, all right, good for you. What did I do? I performed.
Did you?
Lived my
Where
life.
were you?
Talked to myself in my apartment. Like you do. Whereas I did some corporate shows, which is, how I pay the rent. Not the fun shows, but it's still.
But that's a captive audience.
It is, right. And this weekend I'm launching a podcast with another comedian.
Awesome.
And
you are?
Yes. It sounds like I'm from the future. A podcast. I'm not even sure how it works, but I just speak into the microphone. That's what I do.
It records everything. Just so you know.
Oh my gosh, does it? Oh, that's trouble. But yeah, that's gonna go. That's gonna happen tomorrow.
When you understand what that's all about,
yes,
please let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
How was your weekend?
The weekend was really good. I had a good weekend. I want to say first that I went to Calgary to visit my dad, and my sister came up from Washington State. But first of all, I go to Air Canada, and there was a concierge there, and he was very nice. I said hi there, and he said, he said, do you have a couple minutes? I said, sure. He said, 2 cents about your show.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Did I ask?
I did. And I said, okay. And he said, first thing is, your room. It looks like a distillery.
That's what you were going for,
I was going for beer. I was going for beer, yeah. And he said, the second thing is, you repeat outfits.
Oh my gosh. Who is he?
You were shamed.
And then he said, and your clothing is kind of drab. And then you repeat outfits.
Oh
and I
my
went,
gosh.
I said, well, listen, what's my answer? Well, I'm so glad you watched the show. What are you going to say? And it was so funny because I thought, okay, and I forgot, I've been off of television for a while. And I forget, because I've been doing radio for so long, that, people want to weigh in on the show. And I go, okay, fine, okay. Anyway, I went home and I cried to my father. I went to Alberta this weekend, minus 19 degrees, gorgeous Calgary. They had the Heritage game happening this weekend. But I went to Lake Louise. That's Lake Louise, okay?
Gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous? Minus 19 degrees. And here I am with my daddy, Jim. Yeah, and they take little, trips around the lake. And that's my sister, Margaret. That's the family, the Denis family. That's what. And then we went for lunch, and then we came home. That was it. Anything to get out of the house. So let's go. Let's go. Now you are on the cover of a magazine, darling. Tell us about this. This is fitness.
Oh yes, fitness. So speaking about Pilates, I'm on the cover of Best Health.
Good for you.
Magazine, which was quite an honor, and I'm
You look great.
I'm pretty excited that they asked me.
Can we just say this though? Tina Kim has the best legs in the business.
Oh, what
like if you've ever seen
Why
this
did
girl
you
in a
show them
skirt.
today?
Because it's freezing outside.
So it says here your 6 exercises, okay? When you do.
Oh, there's a few, yeah.
There are only 6? Oh, that's good.
Well,
Is there only 6 you have to do?
there's a number, and you know what? What's great about Pilates is that it's as rigorous as you want it to be.
Yeah.
So if you need, if you want it to just be more stretching or kind of yoga related,
Right.
then that's fine. Or if you want to pump it up with like some weights, heavier spring attachments.
Yeah.
That's also the way to.
Well, how often do you do it? Don't do that. We just
Right now,
it's very
it's
pretty.
Right now,
Thank
thank you. It's 3 days a week, 3 to 4 days.
For how
a week.
long do you do it for?
An hour.
Wow. And then if you don't do it, do you feel kind of guilty that you don't do it? Because that's how I feel about working out. If my head kind of goes crazy if I don't work
because
out.
it keeps you a little bit mentally sane in this crazy, industry that we're all in. So, but I don't feel guilty. I just maybe a little bit screwier that day.
So what time do you wake? What time do you get ready for E-Talk, and what time do you work out?
Well, I'm a single mom to a dog, to a bull mastiff. So if on the mornings that I have Pilates, I'm usually up at like 5:30, spending about an hour in the park with the dog, and then
That's still
I hit the studio, and then I come to work.
Well, that's good. So if you get this magazine, it's 6 exercises, breaststroke, hundreds. What's hundreds?
Oh, it's ab work.
Oh,
It's
is that
for your
the thing where you do
core.
this?
Yes.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, toe
It can work
taps.
like that too.
Toe taps.
It's good for your core. Yep.
Look at that.
That's you.
Am I
Look
thin
at
yet?
Denis' toe
Am I
taps.
thin? I feel thinner. I feel.
No, but Deb, it's not necessarily to be thin, right? Like Pilates is great for strength, for core to lengthen you. You feel taller, better posture. Although I'm sitting like this.
I know, but
it's really working.
Being on in radio, you get posture like that, bad posture. So Pilates, and you have.
And it's
other
great
things.
physio if you have any injuries. It's really nice on the joints.
Do you work out?
This. I know you don't. You're like, I just eat ice cream, and it turns into hair. I don't know how that happened.
I try. I have a dog, so I do the dog walking thing.
That's a reason to walk.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
nice.
That's so you know what the truth is that like I love that you've given away all of your secrets because I will now do this because we all want that. We all want that.
No, you look good. You disgust me though. Because, but I love it. What about you, Deb?
I have to tell you, I had a moment.
You had a moment?
There's Vaseline over all these cameras.
No.
Sybil Shepherd lighting. I had a moment in the green when I saw everything, and I thought, I saw Tanya on the cover of the magazine, and there's a gentleman back there that's going to do exercises, and I had that moment where I was looking around, and I thought for a second that maybe this was an intervention, just for a second. I was like, are my parents here? Are my parents here? And I just, what are they going to do to me today? On the Marilyn Dead? I know why you've asked me back. I see.
We asked you back because you're hysterically funny. Okay, let's switch gears for a moment. Pretend we have a lot of money. Let's think about that.
Okay.
Okay, Mariah Carey is going to have twins, and you're covering this on E-Talk, I know.
Boy and a girl.
Beverly Hills home. She has taken one wing of her Beverly Hills home and made it into a nursery for these twins. She is planning on 18-karat gold decorations, diamond-encrusted iPods, there you go, and flat-screen TV that comes down from the ceiling. The walls are ivory, which is good, soft furnishing, walk-in wardrobes, and there's a $1 million red crushed velvet 24-karat gold onyx sofa used for Michael Jackson shows. That's scaring the kids now.
So they bought it. Then they must have bought it.
Well, that's it. This is this Beverly. Yeah, they bought it. I guess they must have because that was people. Yeah, there was some kind of a sale or something happening there for a while, and of all of his
auction.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
to try to make money for the estate.
That's
maybe.
right.
So that's the baby's rooms, right? That's the nursery. I could love to see what Nick's room is like, her husband. I think he has his own wing. You're not allowed. Also, the babies will not allowed to be able to make eye contact with Mariah either. She doesn't stand for that. No babies either.
I'm a little concerned about the flat screen TVs that drop from the ceiling, though.
Yeah.
Is that a new mobile? Remember when we
That's
had
dangerous,
Remember
right?
when we were kids, we'd have floating mobile. Theirs is a TV screen and an iPod. Okay.
With all of her music.
With only Mariah Carey's
Twins
music.
seeing their mom.
And
And
her
it's like
husband.
their babies, like they won't even know. You know, like if it's your teenager,
Exactly.
But your baby,
Well,
baby.
here's what I really think. I think
here we
when
go.
you're here,
Here we go.
It's not that big of a story. What I really think is, you know, when you're in taking care of the kids, okay, and you're in their bedroom and you see a mobile, there's nothing else in the room, so you want a TV in there for yourself, a place to breastfeed, which would be a sofa for twins. Why not? You know, and it's like an iPod so you can listen to music. I think it's mostly it's for her and the nannies and Nick more than it's for the babies.
Oh, the nannies. We forgot about the nannies.
A staff of 20.
Today's topic later on the show is men you should never marry. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I have nothing to say about that. Nothing to say about that. I could add to that list by 15. And by 15, I mean 3. But the thing is, still, I could add to that list. Couldn't we all?
Yeah,
the men not to marry?
Is it personalities or
Well, there's, you know, I'll tell you later on the show, but
or like
just your thoughts.
occupation.
Well, yeah, it could be very, listen, if you, I'm sure you've had friends that say, if I had to do it all over again, I would never marry a man who did or did not do something.
Like musician.
Or had
A musician.
something.
Never right? You don't date, you never marry a musician.
Why?
Because they will cheat on you. They are too sexy. They get a guitar and women run at them from distances.
And they can't refuse.
No, I don't think so.
And they may not even be physically, aesthetically beautiful.
It doesn't matter.
They could just have an instrument.
Generalization, but I've always said.
Good one.
Well, oh my goodness, ladies are feisty this morning.
Any kind of athletes, basketball players, baseball players, hockey players, what they all have in common is that they're players.
Absolutely. Oh! That's it. Quote of the day.
There you go. There you go.
But we don't want to generalize.
No, that's,
I think
It's not like we want to meet the
Sidney
Raptors or
Crosby, I would marry if I'm not.
It's okay if you
Sidney
go on the
Crosby.
road. So, I mean, other than occupation, can you think of any, do you have any sage advice for any women listening right now? They look up to you women, they're going, okay, if there's a piece of info, no musician, no sports player, give me something else. One more thing.
Living with your parents after the age of 30. Right? That's it. I don't care if you're Italian, my people, get out of the house. Get out of the house. It's time to leave. No, nana. Get out of the house. Right?
Okay.
Right. Come on.
Anything else? Nothing else?
Shorter than you? Oh, I said it! I said it! I said it! Okay, I was wrong. That was totally politically incorrect.
I don't know if you guys can talk
Well, it's girls with the heels. They can't date short guys.
I'm single, so I feel like I should not.
Why are you guys single?
I need to listen to this list. And then
You're
maybe
both
we-
single?
Why are these
People of
women
Earth.
single? Why?
I don't know.
Why are we single?
Seriously.
Wait a minute.
That's next week. We're doing a show.
Well, we already know why. Okay.
We won't date players. I mean,
Yeah, and honestly, in the business that we're in, okay, weird hours, okay, you're asked to be on air a lot and whatever, and I don't think that you meet a lot of people other than what's in your circle. Am I right?
Absolutely.
You know, so if maybe we should do another show. Where do you meet people other than online? Okay, we'll talk about that. The old-fashioned way. Girls, thank you so much. Nice to see you here. It's great. Very funny. Very good. Great way to kick off the week. Okay, secrets to avoiding sleepless nights.